All right guys, check it out. I got Levi. I already did one side of his head. If you guys want to check out my fade steps, that video is super detailed. So definitely make sure you check it out. But in today's video, we're gonna go ahead and do a quick fade on this side so it's not very good. And then we'll come into detail and I'll show you guys all the steps. First thing I see is we have just a little bit of a weight here that's not super clean. So I'm actually gonna go back to my 3 because that's what we started with. And I'm just trying to get this line right here. So very careful guys, a lot of the corners of your blade, that means I'm only using like these 2 teeth. The clipper is not flat on the head, it's tilted. And I'm just coming through that line. And again, this is kind of like trial and error. This is play it safe, start with a bigger guard. You can hear it barely cutting. And we're just looking for it to lighten up this little ridge that we have right here. So if the 3 doesn't do it, I know I'm safe to go to my 2. The 3 is barely cutting. I still see that ridge a little bit, so we'll switch to the 2. And I'm gonna start halfway open just to be safe. And I know some people actually will use a different clipper, guys, just to get slightly different lengths than you had with the first set of clippers that you went through. So 2 half open, same thing. I see a weight line right there, corner of the blade. And I'm not really trying to cut every hair. I'm gonna go like this, back and forth and zigzag my way down until I don't see any of these spots that I don't like. So we still have some spots up here by the 3. I have the 2 half open. Again, I'm going into where it's dark. I'm getting out. I'm using the corner of the blade to only cut one little spot that I wanna cut. I don't wanna cut all this hair and make 2 bad spots on the side of the good spot that I just fixed. So I'm using the corner. Now I'm coming this way, I'm using this corner. Going against the hair, it's growing this way, so I'm going against the growth pattern. And at this point, the 2 is not cutting anything anymore, so I know I'm safe to go down to the 1.5. So same thing, 1.5, half open. You can start with it open. You guys can do this however you want, but we just want to play it safe, right? So now I'm right underneath where the 2 was, where I was trying to cut, and it wasn't cutting anything. We still have a light shadow here, but it is looking good. So now again, corner of the blade, working my way against the growth pattern of the hair. Now I switch, now I'm using this corner. Coming back, I'm getting a little bit of crunch. This is one of those scenarios, guys, where a clipper that crunches is beneficial because you can actually hear it when it gets that one hair that you're trying to get. So you guys can see it is getting cleaned up. And again, once I go through with the 1.5 and I see a spot that it won't get and it's not cutting anymore, then I know I'm safe to put the 1.5 down. And now we'll switch to our open 1. So same thing. We've done the 3 up here, then the 2, then the 1.5. You can see a couple spots here, kind of through this line right here. So now we'll go 1 open. Same thing, guys, following that same shape. I don't want to go up here. I want to stay right in this band that I'm trying to clean up. Corner of the clipper. Listening for it to just cut those little spots that I see. Now we'll switch to the opposite corner. We're coming back. Like you guys see this spot right here. Let's just take the corner of the clipper through it. I'm hearing it cut just slightly. You guys can see it is cleaning it up. So we go through it until we're happy with it. You kind of continue to work your way down. And like I said, if that guard is not cutting anymore, you know you're safe to go down to the next step. So there's our 1 open. Now I'm gonna go ahead and just close it up slightly. Go right underneath. Same thing, guys, corner of the blade for safety. It's starting to look pretty good. Not cutting much. I got some lines right here that I don't like, right here that I don't like. And again, guys, from experience, I know that this is not gonna get it. I need to go to my half guard. But for you guys that can't look at it and tell yet, you guys just wanna play it safe. So I'm actually gonna go 1 closed and see if that does any more to this line. It's really looking pretty good, guys. We just about got it together. But I'm just gonna go 1 closed. You can really see a line right here, and I can pretty much tell you guys that that is gonna take the half guard. So now that's good. We will move on to the half guard, and we're almost done with our detailing process. So half guard, half open. Like I said, guys, you can use it open if you want for safety. I feel like the half guard open does not cut anything. So it just slides on the hair. Not really gonna cut. I'll at least close it up slightly. And again, we're going through this area right here where there's just a little bit of a shadow left. And working that corners of the blade until we're happy with how it looks. And again, you can close it if you want to close it. Make sure you're going against the way the hair is growing. And we're almost done with our detailing. We're down to our half guard. We'll take it off. We'll come back in with an open clipper and get anything else that's left behind. So one tip here, guys, this does have the fusion blade on it. If you want to switch to something with the taper blade to be a little bit safer, that is a good idea. So now we'll come with the taper blade all the way open, and we're right under where that half guard left off. Some of these spots that it wouldn't get. Same thing, very carefully. Sorry, this FX is loud, guys, but very carefully. Now we're in with an open clipper, so we really can do some damage if we go too high. Now we can close it up halfway underneath that, and we're just working our way all the way down. So, and only if we see spots. If we like how it looks, we can move on. Now we can close it up at the bottom of the section. The last thing we have to do, again, still using the corner, making sure that we're happy with how this looks. And we can go all the way down to the trimmer and the shaver if we want. So looking a lot better. I still see a couple spots that I don't like, guys. So now it's just kind of knowing. We just detailed this whole side, so we know exactly what we used and where. And now I can just come in and attack each of those. And honestly, guys, a lot of this is you just gaining an eye for it. So you just need to be able to look and see those dark spots and know what's gonna get it out. And that will come with time, guys. I've been cutting hair like 10 years. You know, that barber's eye, sometimes as a newer barber, you just don't see it. One of the best things I ever heard to help you with that, guys, is if you guys aren't familiar, this is Levi. He's about to come start working at Klutch here soon. And one of the best things he can do is, if he really wants to improve, when he does the best haircut that he thinks he's done, right, for the day or whatever, if he really wants to improve, then he comes and grabs me and says, hey, give us a look and tell me what I could have done better. Now I take his best haircut that he's so proud of, and this isn't for the faint-hearted if you can't take criticism, but he grabs me on his best haircut and I come point out things that he doesn't see that's gonna make it better, then he's gonna improve. Now obviously you have to be willing to take that criticism, and a lot of people aren't, but so you guys can see that is how we detailed it. We just worked our way through. I can still do a little bit more work here, but I'm not gonna wear you guys out, and I gotta finish the back and get him out of here. I got more appointments coming, so hope this was helpful for you guys. If you guys wanna see the detailed breakdown of my fade steps that I did on the other side of his head, make sure you guys click this video, and I'll catch you guys next time.